Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live.
What's up, guys?
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you guys?
I'm doing lovely.
I'm doing very well. Very happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Good.
Anytime.
And you know what? I'm glad you came. Wednesday night, middle of the week. It's an night. It's okay. For those who don't know who you are, this is Scarlet. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. My name's Zondo. I'm the lead singer of the band Scarlet. You can check us out, Scarlet Official Band, on all handles. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever your heart desires.
You're all over the place. Like I get everyone else.
Like everybody else these days.
And of course, I'm Fran the Savage of the Savage Ladies of Metal, and this is Rob from Concert Junkies. What's up, Rob?
Not too much.
You know, I just gotta say, I feel weird introducing you on your own show every time. I'm throwing that out there. It's just weird to me. It's like it's your show, but I'm introducing you.
I get that. Shit happens.
It's the worst that happens. We're good.
It really does.
Anyway, moving on though. Dude, awesome meeting you finally. You and I have been talking for a few weeks, shooting the shit about different things. And you've been busy.
Yeah, it's been.
What have you guys been up to?
So let's see. We officially started in 2019, and we were making a lot of progress. And then, the pandemic hit, so we kind of hit the brakes and, regathered. And so right at the start of this year, we decided to hit the throttle again, and we came out with part one of our 2-part, possibly 3-part EP, The Violent Bewitching. So we hit the road. We didn't really go that far, but we went maybe like 3 states away, did a couple weekend shows, and we've been talking to a couple record labels, trying to progress the music.
And that's how you got to do it. You got to pound your name into their head. Just keep sending them shit, drive them nuts.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Keep sending demos if that's still a thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So obviously we're missing a few people from the band. You want to introduce who's not with you and just say what's up?
Right. Okay. So usually I say this for the stage, but I'll do it right now. So to my left, your right, we have the LA Viper. He plays lead guitar. He makes my life much easier on stage. And to my right, your left, we have the Riff Mistress. You can check her out on Instagram at the Riff Mistress. Her name's Kenzie. She plays bass. And back there on the heavy artillery, we got Q. He's laying down the thunder from down under.
That's great. That is awesome. It's just like down to a science. It's like it's just second nature at this point for him.
Right.
Well, it sucks they couldn't join us, but you made it, so that's good.
I made it. I'm glad to be here, and thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. So let's talk about The Violent Bewitching. Let's talk about that. You said 1 of 2, possibly 3.
Possibly 3. I don't want to limit it, but it could go on to 5. But I feel like you got to cut it off somewhere, So right now we're just working on part 2 right now, and I predict that'll come out early next year.
So is it going to be like a trilogy?
I hope it's I don't know what's it called when it becomes 4. I don't even know, like a saga or something. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's not right, actually. Can't call it because it's Quattro. It just doesn't have a good ring to it,
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations on that. And so since you released part 1, how's it been?
Part 1, I thought it went pretty well. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it's gotten like a good amount of like streams on Spotify, so that's pretty good. And there's actually a guy. Oh God, he's gonna hate me if he ends up watching this. I can't remember his name. Something about like uncured something. That's his handle on Instagram, and he's such a fan that he told me that he was gonna get the tattoo of our logo because he liked it so much.
That's
so
awesome.
I feel like that's like a super fan. I should probably give him something for that.
Give him a T-shirt.
Well, I was thinking something a little bit more personal.
Than that, but that's awesome. That's a good sign.
That's
that's
pretty cool.
Definitely a hardcore fan that loves you guys, tattoos your logo on you. Hell yeah.
Definitely. I think he lives in Indiana, and we were out there right away at the beginning of the year, but it's a little further away. So I'm from Wisconsin, about like the Green Bay area. So it's a little bit of a drive, but if you're watching, I promise we'll meet someday.
So you're a cheesehead?
Oh yeah, I just got back from Washington D.C. today, actually. And while I was down there, I was trying to get a souvenir, something to remember the trip by, but everything in all those stores sucks. So I ended up going to the mall, and I found a actual size Pokemon Squirtle, like a window display.
Nice.
And I bought it. So I have him upstairs right now. He's got the cheese head on his head.
That's pretty awesome.
You got to take a picture of that. Tell me.
I will. Oh, I haven't taken it yet, but I will. I'll upload it later.
There you go.
That's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna start with a hard question here.
All right, here we go.
Well, majority of my questions are hard.
Okay.
What do you want to leave as your legacy?
Are we talking music or just my life in general?
Your life in general.
My life in general. Well, I'm not a father, but I feel like it'd be pretty neat to have people think of me as a positive influence. And I like to think that I'm a natural leader. So it'd be pretty cool to be viewed as like a positive leader and, just get the best out of people and have them, feel like they've lived a fulfilled life.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So thanks for asking me that one. I haven't been asked that one before, so that was a good one.
Yeah, that's one of his good ones. Put some people on the spot. I just totally made a mess and spilled my pop. I'm sorry. Like I felt it. I'm like, ah! And I'm like, oh, Lord, I'm sorry. I can't hide that fucking feeling. Anyway, so.
The opening of the floodgates, you can't hide that, can you?
It's gonna be sticky as hell. So
it usually is.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. So many things I could say right now.
Anyway,
so if you could have a 2-day festival. Friday would be only female, and Saturday would be whoever. Who are your top 5 on each?
You're talking about like the bill, right?
The bill, yes. And of course, you can throw yourself in the mix.
Can we do female fronted? Like, I don't know too many bands that are all female.
No, female fronted, I meant.
Female fronted, okay. Probably September Morning. You ever heard of them?
Yes. September
Morning. The one that's coming to mind right away is the Almas out of Wisconsin. I'm not sure if you've heard of them.
Yeah.
Not yet.
She knows what's up.
I've heard of them, yeah. I haven't seen them, but I do know who they are.
Right. There's another one around the Green Bay area named Eminence. I'm not sure if you've heard of them or not, but
name sounds familiar. I just can't picture it right now.
That's all right. Eminence, and then so what? I got 3. I need 2 more.
Yep.
The Rumors. Have you heard of them? Out of Wisconsin.
No.
Sorry, I'm just labeling all. Oh, and then because you gotta have a headliner, right? You can't just I would go Hailstorm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. They're the headliner.
I literally just saw them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
she's great.
Really fucking jealous too.
Yeah, I saw them a couple times, but the last time I saw her was at Rock USA a couple of years ago, and I don't know what happened, but while she was singing "I Am the Fire," it's like she transcended reality. Like I don't know what happened. They threw some reverb or something on there, and I felt like I was like leaving my body. It was very strange.
That's awesome.
But it was very cool.
That's definitely feeling the music, when you lose yourself in it. I love that feeling.
All right. And then for the next day, so Saturday, I got to throw Scarlet in there just because I want to share the stage with these next couple acts I'm about to name. And I know now that I think about it, this is going to be a really weird festival to market, but that's why it's a hypothetical. So you got Scarlet on Saturday. And this is no particular order. You got Scarlet, Motionless in White. I feel like they're at the top of their game right now.
Oh yeah.
I would go. Oh gosh, what's that name? Nothing More. Really like them.
Okay, I was just with them earlier.
Yeah,
They're
Nothing
good
More.
live.
Oh hell yeah. Avenged Sevenfold. Sorry, I count like this.
Okay, well, the earlier days of Avenged Sevenfold or now?
I wouldn't go now. I think
because there's a big difference.
I think I would cut it off at like if I could. I'd probably cut it off at the Hail to the King, and I'd be like, all right, that's as current as you can play. Like,
okay,
you know,
I'm with you on that then. Okay,
too funny.
And then this is the last one. I'm trying to think. I've seen so many bands. I'm just trying to think of one that I think it'd be pretty cool to close it out with like a classic, like a heavy hitter classic, probably like a Guns N' Roses original lineup.
Okay.
Well, that'd be kind of hard, but okay.
I know. That's you said hypothetical.
No, I know hypothetical, but you know.
You know what? You have a wide range of tastes. I love it. I'm that type of person too. You know, I'm very musically well-rounded. I like a lot of shit. You know, so
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
Don't crucify him, Rob.
I'm not crucifying anybody.
I know, I'm joking with you.
That's the next question. I was kidding.
All right. All right. So the band's name. What was the inspiration for the name Scarlet?
You know, I've told many versions of this story in the past, but I think I'll tell the real one today. It's always a girl, right? It's always got to be a girl.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So I was dating this girl back when I was 20 years old, and she changed my life. Well, yeah, she did, I guess. But anyway, a little sore spot. But she had red hair. Her nickname at her job was Scarlet, and you know, things didn't really work out. But I had this idea. This is pathetic. I had this idea that if I named a band after her and then got it big enough, she would come back. So that was the idea. It's pretty sad.
No, that's kind of hopeless romantic.
Hopeless romantic, yeah.
Why would you torture yourself like that?
I don't know. I mean, she was a very unique person, as in, well, to start out, she was vegan. I was not vegan, but then I became vegan because of the girl, right? So I became vegan.
Nobody wants to take meat out of my diet. I'm just saying, any guy who thinks, no, don't eat it. Carnivore. There you go.
It was difficult, but I did it. So I was vegan, and then she was a stripper, so that was cool, but kind of hard to tell my mom. And then
she's a professional dancer, ballet.
Right. She's a professional entertainer, really.
Yeah.
And then there were other things too. She was a Satanist, which for me back then was like a big deal. Like that's not good. Whatever that.
You were turned on.
But then what?
But yet you were turned on.
Oh yeah. Well, like okay. So here's the thing. She had a lot of tattoos, and like that's cool. You know, whatever.
Was there an A on her at all on her tattoos?
Oh, hold on. I'm getting there.
Oh.
So she had a tattoo and like whatever, but she never really called me. I was always the one to call her. No big deal. So finally one day she calls me. I'm like, oh, this is important. So I'm talking to her and she's like, hey, I'm thinking about getting another tattoo. And I'm trying to be supportive. I'm like, oh yeah, like that's cool. Like, what are you trying to get? Where are you going to get it? I'm going to get it on my ass. What? Why? Why on your ass? Because I don't want my mom to see. I'm like, what are you getting you that you don't want your mom to see? You're like, oh, how about I just send you a picture? I'm like, or you could just tell me we're on the phone. No, I'll just send you a picture. I'm like, okay. She sends me a picture. It's a picture of a Ouija board. But instead of it being a normal Ouija board, it says, I have come to do the devil's work. And I was kind of like, honestly, like, I don't know about that. Like, that's too on the nose. Like, I don't know. And then she's like, okay, well, I'll talk to the artist and we'll see how we can change it up. And I'm like, okay, cool. So then I go see her the next time, and you know things are getting a little hot and heavy. I put my hands back there, and she moves away, and I'm like, "All right, let's see it. Let's see it." So then she shows it to me, and she's got like, "I've come to do the devil's work," and I'm like, "You just want me to break up with you?" And she's like, "Well, the thing is that when I called you on the phone and you said that it wasn't cool, I already had it," and I was like, "God damn it!" So now when people ask, have I ever played with the Ouija board? I kind of have to say yes.
This is true. Hands on.
Yeah.
All right. So the name stuck and you're just going with it now. Everything's obviously, are you mentally over this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've run into a couple people that have been like, you're not over your ex. I'm like, no, I'm over it. It's just back then it meant something more. But yeah, it gave me the drive.
So with that being said, how do you feel about the name? Like, what does it mean to you now, not back then?
I think it makes sense. I think it's a good name. I know that there are a lot of Scarlets out there. So we're kind of, it's funny that you're bringing this up because we're kind of looking at a name change right now as we're talking to like these record labels, and because it's just so many, it's so saturated. So we're kind of spitballing other ideas. But before those conversations started, I felt pretty good about the name. I feel like it's not a turnoff. Like if you have like a name that'll turn away a certain audience, like, I don't know, like cannibal whatever, or like cannibal eater. Like you might turn away like some older people, like just by the name right off the bat.
That depends. Depends.
Well,
There's already a band with the name Cannibal. It's Corpse. I'm just like.
That's why I didn't say that. I didn't want to say that specific name, so I was like cannibal eater. But you get what I mean. Like you'll turn certain people off just by like the name. So I think it's a good name, marketing name.
It works though.
It does.
All right, cool. Well, I didn't want to touch a nerve, but that's just a normal question. How'd you get your name? Right. So you're in the possibility of changing it, but you guys don't know. Do you? Whatever. Whatever works for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you're going to last show, you should just have Scarlet. You should have a letter A on your article of clothing.
Okay. All right. That'd be cool. That'd be neat.
That works. All right, Rob, go ahead. You ask a few.
What?
All right. Last Supper scenario. You can pick 12 people.
12. Okay.
Dead or alive, musicians, cartoons, doesn't matter.
Okay.
And if you need a kiddie table, let me know.
Okay.
Okay, a kiddie table's a new one. What?
What does that mean?
That means if he needs more than the 12, he can have a kiddie table.
Okay.
A weird Thanksgiving, but whatever.
So who do I want at my Thanksgiving? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, pretty much. And one female.
Oh, female.
One female.
Mary Magdalene. She was at the Last Supper, remember?
That'd be cool. But I'm kind of thinking they have to be dead?
No.
It could be anyone you want.
It could be a cartoon. It could be Scooby-Doo, all I care.
I think it'd be kind of cool to have like Slutty Velma there. I'm not into hentai, but like I've seen the images.
Oh, okay.
There's one.
That's one.
There's Mary.
I think it'd be pretty neat to have. I don't know why, but there's just something about. I just want somebody entertaining, and I would really want like a Marilyn Manson there. I think that'd be cool, like entertaining enough. But then I'd want somebody to even make him uncomfortable, and I feel like that's kind of difficult, But I might go with.
You want to start some shit? I love it. Let's tear this shit up. Make me go out with a bang. I love it.
It's about the entertainment. It's dinner and a show. And it's my show. I think who could make him uncomfortable? Well, I wonder because he's Marilyn Manson. I wonder if I got Charles Manson, would that like make that? They'd probably feed into it, but I'd probably invite him too. And then, I know somebody who wouldn't have many words to say. Probably Michael Myers. And then, let's see. So what am I at? 3? I got to start a count. I'm at 3, right?
Yeah.
I lost track. I'm just listening to what you're saying. It's great.
Oh, okay. We'll just say it's 4. 4. And then the 5th one, I don't know. My vocal idol, one of them is Michael Jackson. And I guess that means I don't get to have a kiddie table. So we'll throw him in there. And then
fucking bad.
6. Let's
Say
see what. All right, 6. Who's gonna follow up Michael Jackson? I think it'd be pretty neat to have Princess Diana there. That'd be cool. Let's see. What other thing can I mess up? I got a couple serial killers. I mean, I guess I could throw Jeffrey Dahmer in there. People say I look like him, so I guess I got to have him there.
You got to throw Jeffrey and make sure there's a barbecue happening, and he's near the fucking barbecue, and so he could just stare at everyone. They're like, "We're good. We're not hungry."
Right. Hannibal Lecter. He can be the chef. Preparing all the food. And
too many fava beans.
This is like by far the best answers I've ever heard.
maybe some like human jerky or like face carpaccio, something like that. Let's see. So I got him making dinner. Who's making desserts? Martha Stewart. And then who's I gotta think of one more. I think it'd be cool to have like 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger there, just because.
Get to that chopper.
Yeah, right. Just for the entertainment. And then I got 2 more. Who were those 2? Oh, I don't know. They'd probably be annoying. And I already said no kid table, but I was thinking about those 2 kids back in the 90s that killed their parents. You know what I'm talking about?
Eric's. One of them was Eric, and I don't remember the other one. I can picture it. I can't think of. One of them name was Eric. I remember that much.
Ooh, Tim Burton. That'd be pretty interesting to sit down and listen to what he has to say.
Right.
And then last one, and it's got to be a good one because it's the last one. Man. I should probably pick a girl. I said a lot of guys. Let me think of a girl really quick. What was that girl? A young Pamela Anderson.
Okay.
There we go.
So beach watch days.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna shut up about this. I just said with everyone you just said, and then you throw in Pamela, a young Pamela. What kind of hell of a night, man? That's awesome. That is like the best I've ever heard. That was great. So twisted, it's fucked up. It's funny. I love it. Oh, too funny. So beyond that, I'm jumping in. How has 2022 been for you, and what do you got coming up?
2022. So that's this current year. I got to think about it. Time goes by so fast. So this year,
really fucking fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like this getting older shit.
Yeah, me too. I don't have any health care. Anyways, this past year for me personally was pretty difficult. My dad passed away right away at the beginning of the year. So that was kind of difficult. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, shit.
And then I'm in law school right now. So I, was kind of thought about dropping out for a couple seconds, and then I said no. And then so I
saw that. You're going to be a lawyer, huh?
Yeah. Someday.
So is that like a lifelong passion that you want to do since you were a kid, or is it something that just something happened as you were growing up and you're like, screw this, I'm going to be a lawyer?
I think as I got deeper into like the music, more specifically original music, I came to realize that there's a pretty big gap when it comes to artists being able to have legal representation and having their intellectual property protected. So I kind of figured that I would try to, help the cause.
Right. So where do you go to school?
Marquette Law School, University. That's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Nice. Marquette School. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. So is the band something you definitely want to keep in your future while you're going to law school? You're just doing both? Or... Yeah,
I've been doing both. So when I started law school, we were in the pandemic still, the shutdown. So, didn't really have too much to do with the band then. But this past year, I started kind of like revving it up a little bit. And then when 22 came this year, I started, full on doing it. And it gets pretty difficult because you're, trying to sit in class and you're also trying to like engage with messages and trying to do the whole thing, basically be the PR team at the same time.
Oh wow.
But that's awesome. It's, you know what? That's good. You know how to protect yourself too. If you know some shit's going down, be like, fuck it, I got this. You know.
Right. Yeah. Knowledge is power. So,
yeah.
But besides that, so then I was doing my semester, and then this is crazy. My godfather's brother got murdered in his sleep, so that was pretty crazy. That was in Mexico. Yeah, I don't know. That was crazy. And then you're like, what?
I can kind of relate in some ways, but these are answers I was not expecting. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. And so then when my dad died, now I am a property owner in Mexico. I own some real estate. So then I had to go down there. I just got back from there like 2 weeks ago, and the house that was on the property got turned into a trap house. So I was like, I can't have any involvement in this, especially since I'm, probably going to be a lawyer. So then I decided to demolish the house. So now the house is going to be demolished, and yeah, now I'm here. Actually, I just went to Washington, D.C. Now I'm back.
Well, so, dude, wow.
Yeah.
It's one hell of a year, dude. And all that, in between all of that, you were still involved in the music.
Yeah, I was doing it. Been doing it.
How did you balance your day doing that? I mean, that's some chaotic shit. Like, I'm so sorry about all of that, but that's like,
how do I balance it? I don't know. I kind of got burnt out at the beginning of July, but I took about a month of like kind of slowing it down. I didn't totally stop, but I feel better now and ready to hit the fall,
Just get back up and keep fighting. I get that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you are still here with us and hitting the stage, and shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Props to you. You're still standing tall. That's how you need to do it.
Thank you.
That's how it has to be done. So let's talk about your EP.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
The second one, the one you're working on right now.
All right.
Release date probably early next year.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
How's the recording on all that going?
So with all the other songs that have ever come out from like the Scarlet, catalog, I've written them, and this EP is the first one where I have not written every song. So you get some other influence, and we it's really funny because so like you record the song, you get the rough mix, and I like to send it out to a couple of my friends and see what they think, to like get some input. And all of them said, and this is just amazing because when we were tracking it, this is exactly what we were thinking. They said it's like Metallica meets Linkin Park, and I was like, holy shit, that's exactly what we were going for. So I guess you could expect that for part 2.
Like the good Metallica, or like Saint Anger,
like Sad But True.
Okay.
That kind of sound.
Right.
So the good Metallica, okay.
Yeah.
So what genre? You guys are more like the rock pop type, right? What genre would you consider yourself?
People ask me this all the time because you got to market it, and I say we are butt rock. So that's us.
You are what rock?
Butt rock.
Butt rock.
Yeah,
like booty.
Like when you're.
That's the first time I've ever heard of butt rock.
Oh,
really?
Well, here it comes. It's like when you're listening to the radio. It's like you're listening to 94.7, nothing but rock.
I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking
about. That, but I totally get that.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, I've never heard of that though. Okay, something new. Shit, I've never heard. That's what I'm telling you. Genres are being fucking just like named every 6 months. I can't keep up with this shit.
Right.
I can't keep up with it. So,
yeah.
But that's cool. I mean, I've heard some of your songs. I played some of it, and you go different ranges. You also do some covers too, though.
Yeah, we did the Danger Zone from the Top Gun film. We did a cover of that.
I saw that video. I was like, dude, really? You killed it, dude. That was great.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that when you're doing a song that big, I learned this from American Idol. When you're doing a song that is very well known, you're never gonna like top it. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not Kenny Loggins. I'm not Jesus, okay? So, like...
You're not?
No, I'm not Jesus. I mean, I got the hair, kind of, but...
Okay.
Like, I'm not Jesus. I'm not Kenny Loggins. So, like, we didn't really try to... Yes, we did cover the song, but the idea was more to do a tribute to the song as opposed to, like, try to one-up it. So
Right.
that... And you can kind of see that in the way that we shot the video. We have, like, you know... We have superimposed images of the original film in there. It's like a tribute. And yeah, everybody had long hair, and I didn't have any long hair, so I tried to make like a, what is it called? Like a, what do you call it? A mullet? It was kind of like a mullet. Tried.
You look good. You looked good in the video.
Thank you.
The way the camera was shooting you. I mean, it was awesome. It was great. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think we shot that in like an hour and a half. It was pretty good.
Nice. It's not long at all. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
what covers have you done?
Excuse me?
What other covers have you done?
Other covers, let's see. We took it down for licensing reasons, but we did do Hey Hey My My. I don't know if you know that one or not. You know
I'd
that
have
one?
to hear it. I have no idea.
You know that one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to hear the lyrics, maybe.
I forgot who does it.
I know the name. I just can't.
Yeah, they also redid it in that American Satan. Did you ever watch that film?
No.
That was a Sumerian Records deal.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I did.
Anyways, so we did that cover, and we also did a cover of "Cruel Summer" by Bananarama.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we did that. That was cool.
That's a throwback.
You know, I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna write that down.
It's only on SoundCloud because that's the way they wanted it. So
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'll find it. It's okay. It's
But-
written. We'll find it.
okay, I'll hold you to it. Yeah, that one. We had one of my friends. He rapped on it, and I told him, if this reaches 1 million streams, I will personally get you a plaque that you can put on the wall. And right now it's at like 800,000. So he's got 200,000 more to go. And hopefully I don't have to get him a plaque. Well, I mean, I'm conflicted because I want them.
Be ready for it.
Right. I want the 1 million streams, but at the same time, I don't have to pay to make a plaque. You know what I mean?
It's not
So
that
I'm
expensive.
You don't think so?
No, it's not.
Okay, then fuck it. I want it.
Yeah, no, plaques really aren't. I mean, you can go to any trophy store that makes trophies and get.
You can make it yourself.
Yeah, that's true. You can do it yourself too.
I guess we could. Yeah. All right. Well, then, pushing for it.
What do you want to do with it? What do you want to add to it? Do you want like a statue of something, or you just want a plaque with a really nice, plate, whatever the hell it is you choose to put on it? You never know.
Yeah, I would probably end up doing one of those old. I'd make like my own makeshift, with those when your record goes platinum or some shit.
Right.
I'd probably make like a makeshift one of those.
That's less than 100 to make.
All right. Well, go listen to it a couple times.
There you go.
Like,
Oh, give me an idea. There you go. Save you some money too.
I'll be on that tomorrow.
okay, sounds good.
So, how many songs are on the EP you're working on right now?
Can't decide, but as of right now, we got 4. So we might do 6, we might do 5, or we might keep it at 4. But like I said, I'm not I kind of wanted to take a step back and make this more inclusive and more of a collaboration of songwriting. So, if somebody comes forward and says like, I got this song idea, then we'll hammer it out and we'll throw it on the EP. So.
There you go. And you still got plenty of time. You want to do it at latest early next year? You're fine. You got 4 or 5 months. Play with it. Fuck it.
Right.
So, what is the sound difference? Like, how different is your first EP from your second?
Let's see. So, like I said, like I wrote the first EP, but that was recorded. The first one was recorded in 2019. Before the pandemic. So it was originally supposed to come out in 2020 and the world shut down. So we were like, this is not a good time to be releasing music. I personally feel like
that would be the best time to release music.
Well, hold on. Let me make my case. I personally feel like the best time to release music is when you are using the music to promote a live show or like a series of shows. So if I release like an EP, I want to have like a string of shows to promote the EP. That's my take on it.
I get that.
No,
well,
I
you
got-
want more promotion, you know, just doing it once isn't going to help promote much. You know, you got to keep pushing it out there. So
Right.
I get that.
So I don't know, but what?
You could have had teasers coming out though.
I could have. I wasn't. But remember,
Nice
you got
little goose egg.
you got to put yourself back then though. We didn't know how long it was going to last.
Right.
So I was like, why? You know.
I gave it a week. I gave it a week after a week. I'm like, fuck this, breaking the COVID. I'm out.
Okay.
I gave up. I was like, this is bullshit. I'm sorry. I was
It,
fine.
it
Just
was
saying.
it was a crazy time, really.
It was. Saw a lot of sides of people I didn't want to see. I'm just like, go away. Just go away.
Yeah.
But I get it. You know, I mean, everyone reacts different to, and, you know, that's something nobody's experienced in our
Right.
lifetime. Over 100 years. All of a sudden, it's like, wait, what? You know?
Right.
Like, so, you know, I'm just a hard-headed asshole. It's just me.
Okay.
Calling myself out, you know, it's just like, you do you, I'm doing me.
Right.
So, and I'm still alive, just saying. But
Well, anyways, about the music, yeah, also the other thing that'll be different from the first one to the second one is that my voice has developed a lot more since 2019. So there'll be much more aggressive vocals, and I think my songwriting, like the melodies and the lyrics themselves, will be much more developed, and they have progressed a lot more. I mean, sorry if I'm sucking my own dick there, but I honestly believe it.
do you think that you might get a little heavier with the music as a result to express your voice at the, you know, at the hardest it can go? So you think the band will start getting harder and harder and heavier?
Yeah, I know that you haven't heard what I've heard from the second one yet, the second EP, but yeah, it's gotten heavier.
Nice. What the fuck was that? Sorry, it's just flying in front of me. Oh, that's awesome. Well, keep going, man. Of course, your voice is gonna, you know, you're getting older, so you're gonna have a deeper voice. You know, see how far you can take that. I would too. Oh,
yeah, it's a good time. So can I explain to you how I develop my voice? I feel like everybody's got like their own like little path on how they do this, you know. But me, I was doing undergrad, and every day, nobody ever said anything to me, and I had roommates all 4 years of college.
Okay.
Every morning, and probably every once in a while in the afternoon or the evening, I'd practice like screaming in the shower. And nobody ever said anything.
And nobody called the cops to think something was happening. I mean, your neighbors.
It was all the time, the middle of the night, early in the morning. Nobody ever complained. And I don't know why.
But maybe I got nothing. You know, you hear it once, I would say as a neighbor, I'd be like, what the fuck? Want to look into it? But you start hearing it every time, it'd be like.
And I know that the walls are thin. And I mean, okay, I'll tell you how I know how the walls are thin. I know the walls are thin because one night I was laying in bed and I heard like moaning, and I was like, what? Is my phone on? And then I was like, wait, no, that sounds too real. That's too authentic. And then I realized it's the lesbian couple on the other side of the wall. I was like, damn, I get a free audio. Like, I don't have to do anything.
All right, so let's talk about your ringtone on your phone.
Yeah. Let's address that real quick.
I'm just saying, I don't have to go back to the ringtone on your phone. So what do you got?
What do I got? No. It's just a normal ringtone.
Okay, you see why I asked that though?
I do.
I want to hear it if it sounds like that. Just saying. Yeah, I never trust the walls. You know, shit. My mouth isn't. I didn't actually have a big, loud voice, so my whisper is still yelling. It's the same thing.
It carries, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's funny, fella.
Okay, I do this every episode. We're keeping Fran out of this one.
All right.
You can ask me anything.
I get to ask you anything.
Yeah, I flip it.
Can it be a two-parter?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm an open book.
Have you ever listened to Scarlet?
Actually, today.
Oh, okay. Which song and what'd you think of it? You got to be honest though.
To be honest, I don't remember what song it was, but I liked it.
Okay. All right, we'll give him that. We'll give him that. Cool. That was my question.
I normally listen to the artist the day before.
Okay.
Or the day of.
But
all right.
You know, legit, he has like 8 podcasts a week. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. That's too many. He does so many podcasts, dude. I can't.
Right.
I have 2 tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. 2 a week for me. I'm good. You know.
Yeah.
All good.
I would do it every day. I would do it every day of the week if I could.
Yeah.
That's what the main goal is. To be honest.
To be able to do this for sustain a living off of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And travel.
Yeah, I wish you the best. I really do.
I'm getting there.
You're gonna have to get one of those backgrounds that she's got. You got to put it over on your wall.
Banner.
That banner.
I need a bigger one.
It's in storage.
Oh, you got one. Okay.
Yeah, I have things just in storage at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I built this wall behind me. It's probably the most elaborate thing I've ever done. So that's saying something.
There you go. It works. It's a good background.
Thank you.
So what are the long-term goals for Scarlet?
So back when I was a freshman in undergrad, I watched this YouTube video and it was saying something about you have your dream and then you have an attainable dream, kind of like a career or something. Something that there's like a path already paved for it, like a degree. You go to school, get a degree, get a job in that degree. And the other thing is your dream that if you could do it, you would do it. Kind of like your podcast. So the goal is to work on both of them and get it so far that your dream has progressed so much that you can no longer do this and this will carry you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I guess that's kind of what I've been doing. I went to school and then I'm still going to school, but I'm going to law school now. So the goal is to get so far in my music career that I no longer I can live off of it. It can sustain me. So how do you do that? I don't know. I guess you just keep making art, seeing how it goes.
You got to keep fighting, push forward.
Right.
Crank that shit out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the goal.
So it's pretty much having a double major.
Yeah. I'd have an undergrad. I'd have my what do they call it? My Esquire. What do they call this? This is looking really bad now that I'm on video. I don't know the name of it. What are you?
Yeah.
You're a doctor of laws. Anyways, lawyer, and then rock star. I feel like that's a pretty good resume.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's a good mix. It's a very good mix-up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it helps me in the dating pool. Little plug.
Breaking news, he's single.
Depends on you and your game.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
So out of all the songs that you have written or everyone else helping with the latest, EP and everything, which one is your favorite song to play?
To play live? Mm-hmm. Well, okay, I'll give you one that's my favorite, but I'll give you the one that seems to be the crowd's favorite. I have never. It really means something because when we play the song "Memories," I've seen people in the audience tear up and they know it's very simple words, but they know the words and they sing along. And I guess that's essentially what music is supposed to do in my mind. It's supposed to elicit some sort of emotional connection or reaction. And I think that goes for art in general. You're supposed to have some sort of emotional connection to whatever's happening. So I think the audience really likes Memories. It's a song about people who are no longer...
Sorry.
God bless you.
That bitch was creeping up on me for the last 20 seconds. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm so sorry, dude. Oh, my God. Wow. It's the first. Oh my god.
It's do I just keep talking?
Yeah. Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a different question, Mal.
Okay.
So, uh, so if you could send somebody a song to describe you as a person, one of your own or not one of your own, what song would it be, and why?
Dang. I don't know if I've written a song that can really describe who I am, like as a person. I think the songs that I write kind of they give a look into a moment or an emotion that I am feeling, but not me as a whole. So I'd have to pick someone from somebody else.
Yeah.
Man, this is really difficult. But I kind of feel like I don't really know if this is the best answer, but for some reason, the Knocking on Heaven's Door keeps coming to mind for some reason.
The original version?
The Guns N' Roses version.
Okay, their version. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. There's just something about it. I think that it, I kind of view life as what is it? How does this go? It's very Star Warsy, but I didn't take it from Star Wars. It's like everything you do. We are like waves in the ocean. Every wave has something to do with the entire ocean.
Yeah.
So anything that you do has something to do with the entire universe, the entire Earth. It's all connected. And I just feel like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
I get what you're saying.
I feel like that song kind of encapsulates it just kind of encapsulates that where there's something else. It's bigger than just us. You are a very small piece of the puzzle. You are part of the puzzle, but you are just one piece of it.
Okay.
I get that. A grain of salt, basically, is what it is.
Right. I don't remember what I was supposed to be talking about. Oh, a song that describes me. That was it.
Yeah.
Did you have a different question?
Who are you asking that? Me or him?
Him.
Oh, okay.
No, I got plenty of questions. That was just one.
Okay.
We were talking about Remember, and then.
Oh, right. The song that I like to perform the most. The song that I like to perform the most live. I really enjoy playing What It's Like to Be a Beast. I think the crowd receives that one well. It's upbeat. It's got a groove to it, and I just really enjoy it.
So what would you do if the audience looked bored?
So if the audience looks bored, I'll call like an audible on the set list, and I will play a song that, like, we usually save What It's Like to Be a Beast for last. If the audience looks unengaged, I'll be like, all right, we're changing up this set list and we're going to play this one because we need to inject some life into the audience right now. But also, there's such a thing as like reading the room. So there's certain times where you can like bring the energy level back down. That's where we'll play like Memories or something a little slower to kind of bring it down, because you don't want to always be like going. I feel like it's good to have like some variation in the energy. Yeah, give it somewhere to go, essentially.
I get that. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. That sneeze messed me up. So, tell me about your worst performance. The most embarrassing.
Oh my God. You're going to make me relive it.
Yes, I am.
There's been a couple over the years, because I've been performing since I was like, I don't even know. I think in 8th grade. So there's been a couple bad ones, and I'm trying to pick the worst one off the top of my head. If I end up picking one that isn't the absolute worst, I apologize, but I'll give you a bad one. There was one where it was a battle of the bands, and we were in high school, and it was like for the whole city or whatever. And I don't know why, but for some reason, the rhythm guitarist tuned her guitar to like a totally different tuning and tried playing the songs like in the same position on the fretboard, and it just sounded awful. And you know, like when you're a kid, everything's a much bigger deal than what it is. So I ended up like, you're trying to like tell them like you're fucking up, but you're in a competition, so you don't really want to like yell at them on stage. So then I ended up just telling her, like, just turn your guitar off. Like, stop playing. So then she actually just stood there and didn't even like pretend to play. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So then I was like,
wait, did you do that shit on purpose? I mean, that sounds like that was like a direct subliminal attack.
I have no idea, because I was like, we're trying to win a competition, right? And that's not going to win a competition.
Okay, were you guys fighting before this? I'm just trying to figure this one out.
Yeah, there was a lot of tension in that band. That was a different band before Scarlet, but yeah, there was a lot of tension in those days. But yeah, and then I was like, well, at least pretend to play. So then she would like fake strum, or like, you know, she'd be strumming with the volume off, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just do everything for you.
Wow, dude, dick move. Oh, I'm just saying. Oh wow,
changing the tuning is not cool.
I don't know why she did that. Like,
that's why I asked. Was it like a vendetta kind of thing? Is there something that might have triggered that?
I didn't hear that. What would you say?
I want to go left with that whole thing, but I don't want to go in details because you were here reliving it. So
yeah, that was bad. But I'm trying to think of something that may have been worse than that. I'm sure that there's been worse things that have happened. Here's one that was like, I don't know. We were playing my bass player, old bass player. He was like, oh, we got to play at this clubhouse. We got to play. And I'm thinking like, okay, cool. Like whatever, they'll have us, like they're going to pay us. That'd be great. So then I like to go to the venues like maybe a day before, try to like scope it out a little bit, see what I'm getting into. Right. And the GPS takes me to like this place that has no windows. If it does have a window, it's covered up. And I'm kind of like, what is this place? And I'm looking in like the tiniest of windows. And then I don't see anything. It's just black. So then I'm walking away, and this guy opens the door. He's like, what the hell are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm in the band. We're playing here tomorrow, whatever. So then he went back. He's like, let me check. So he goes back inside, talks to somebody, comes back out, and he's like, apparently it was like a white supremacy biker bar. And I had no idea. And I figured this out very quickly because I opened the door and I see like a swastika, and I see like something else. I forgot what it was. Oh, a Confederate flag. And I was like, oh, I've entered the zone. Okay. And he's like, yeah, don't go looking around because that's how you get shot. And I'm like, I'm going to get shot tomorrow. Like, so that was, oh yeah, we played it. Like,
and how'd it go? How was everything?
It was fine. I was kind of iffy. Because I'm half Mexican, so my dad is from Mexico, and I kind of told him like, hey, maybe you shouldn't come to this one. I don't know what's gonna happen. But
your ass showed up and you played and you're still here. So
yeah, we did it. Yeah, we did it. That was just kind of off kilter. Nothing was bad about the show, but it was kind of like, I don't know if we should really be here.
Start for the night, though. I mean, I'd be like, all right, just we're all in on this, right? Nobody forced anyone. All right. Let's go.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Own up to your own shit. Let's do this. And you're fine.
Ooh, I know what it is. I got the worst one. The worst one. I was playing this. My grandfather was having a fireworks show. He was a big 4th of July guy. And so he's like, will you have the band play? And I said, yeah, sure. So we drove down there. We brought all the equipment. And we had a snake running from the stage to the soundboard. And my grandfather, for some reason, decided that he wanted to drive over the snake. So he drove over it mid-set, and like a wire got pinched inside of it or something. And all you hear is...
the worst that happened to the snake? A wire got pinched?
Well, hold on. So, like, because it got pinched, it destroyed the inside of it. And all you hear is... And we're at a fireworks show. And all you hear is... And I thought, like, a firework was coming down, and I'm like, oh, like it's gonna come down on us. And then the pitch started going back up, and I'm like, well, wait, hold on, what's going on here? So then that ruined like the whole show. We ended up having to move the soundboard onto the stage with us, and then there wasn't like enough power to do all this stuff. But we ended up playing it. It was a problem. And then we were supposed to share the stage with this bluegrass group. It was a weird show. And they were pissed because we were too heavy, and I don't know. They just didn't like it, and they were being divas. So it was not a good day.
Okay, I want to go back to the snake. Okay. Well, first off, holy shit, dude. Like, I want to say that's more like a, I don't know, Kentucky, Arizona, Alabama kind of story, but you're from like Wisconsin, and I'm like, so like, and I've seen some crazy shit. Let's go back to the snake. I'm still dumbfounded by this. He ran over the snake.
Yeah, he ran it over.
And the worst that happened to the snake was some kind of wire pinched him, and you heard a. I'm trying to calibrate this in my head right now. I would think. I would think that snake got smashed to begin with from being run over. But the worst that happened was a pinner poked him, and he and still survived. I mean, what happened to the snake?
I think you're a little. Do you know what I'm about to say?
I can't wait to hear this because I'm still dumbfounded.
No, a snake is like a series of cables that are in a big thick cable.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's electricity. You know what? I wasn't thinking that. You say snake, I'm going to think snake, and it just did not make sense to me at all. I was just like, what the hell? Okay, I'm probably not the only one who thought that, and I know that. I'm just saying.
That's okay.
Dude, okay, I feel better now because it made no sense to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, how to get that out of my system. Sorry.
I have never heard a group of cables called a snake. I've never heard.
Yeah.
It's a snake, right? Back me up on this.
No, it's a snake.
I know I'm not the only one who thought. KMA. That's all I said.
A lot of the time now, bands don't really use snakes. I mean, they're getting used less and less because they're kind of becoming like just wireless. Like people walk around with the iPad.
Wireless is becoming the norm now. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was back then.
What do you prefer to use?
I mean, I guess I don't really care. I've never had a bad experience with like a wireless system. So I guess the wireless is cool. I'm kind of old school. I like everything printed out on paper. I like being able to hold the thing in my hand. And I guess I kind of always thought that if you have the physical thing, it's more foolproof. But then my grandpa ran over the snake, so I don't really know.
Dude, a day in your life is like, wait, what?
Yeah, my life's a movie.
I had a what the hell moment all the time. That's fucking hilarious, dude.
I have that about every day.
Yeah,
right.
I call mine franisms. It's just a franism. Everywhere I go, I have different groups of friends. They all say it's just Fran. Ignore.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's good. I'm very passive for them. It's awesome. It's like, yeah, just mind your business.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Dude, I just want to say this was a very entertaining interview. Your answers were just awesome.
Well, thank you.
Much of what we're so so used to hearing, and that is fucking great. You're literally like a neighbor for me. And I just want to meet you in person, just talk. I want to hear what's going to come out of your mouth.
Right. I think we'll be able to meet. Was it next Saturday? I'm playing that show at Moose Fest.
Yes, Moose Fest, Illinois Moose Fest is next Saturday, the 27th and 28th. Yeah, Savages are doing all the live media, PR. So it's gonna be fun. Did you set up your interview with me?
I did. You
did. That's right. You did. Yeah, good. And what day are you playing?
The 27th. So
Saturday. Saturday. Yeah.
So Saturday. Okay.
Yep. I don't remember the exact set time right now. I believe it's like 3. I think.
Right.
I'm
not looking it up, but yeah.
Originally supposed to be later in the evening, but our bass player has another gig, not too far away, but somewhere in Illinois. So we weren't able to, make it happen. So they had to move us up in the time, but we're glad to be there.
You're not going to be crashing and camping for the night.
I haven't decided.
You guys can come back after your show and say, you know what, we're good, and come party.
Right. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
There you go. It works.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rob, you got any last minute questions you want to ask?
Do you have any messages for your fans?
Any messages? Well, I got one right off the bat, and I'll see if I come up with another one.
I want to hear the story behind each one. That's all I got to say.
So like you want a specific fan. Okay, well so the first one that comes to mind is I have this. It started out as a friendship / fan. I feel like it's moved more towards a friendship, but her Instagram handle is Hypnotized by the Night. She lives in the UK. She's going through a hard time right now, just like in her personal life. But I guess I just wanted to say, despite you going through a hard time and dealing with a lot of your life kind of falling apart, I really appreciate our friendship and you supporting the band, and I hope everything gets better for you. For the guy that's getting the tattoo in Indiana, I think you should definitely do it. I already told you that. And
take a picture and send that to you guys immediately, or even go live just for like 5 seconds, just as it's finished, gone and nice and fresh,
Oh, right. Yeah, fresh. I want that fresh ink. I told him, I was like, you gotta send us a picture.
Hell yeah. Catch the last few seconds, just catch it live. Be like, yeah, buddy. And post it out. Hell yeah. And then post it on the band page. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I remember one time this guy, he came up to the merch table. This was years ago in 2019. He came up, he's like, do I get free merch? And I'm thinking, I don't really know why you would think that. He's like, well, I got a tattoo of Scarlet. And I'm like, are you serious? He lifts up his shirt. He's got it right underneath his titty. It says Scarlet with like kissy lips. And I was like, all right, I'll give you something.
Okay, but was that actually like your logo, or was that a possibility of just coincidence?
I think it was coincidence, but like that's a pretty unique coincidence. I feel like that's worth something.
It's not a name you typically hear to begin with. I get that, and of course, with that name, you think of like Scarlett Johansson right away. It's not a common name. Kind of like Fran is not a common name.
Right.
So when people take my number in their phone, they're like, "What's your name?" Fran. They don't need to put parentheses where I'm from. It's like, bitch, I know you don't know any other Fran, though.
Yeah.
The odds are slim.
I guess as a whole, for the people, but this goes for both people who know me, like growing up, or they've met me. I really appreciate, having you in my life. Granted, we might not talk every day. We might not even talk for like years, but I really do appreciate it. You support the band and you support me, and this is just what I like to do. For the people that support the band that I've never met, I hope one day to meet you. I feel like it means a lot. It's the significance may be greater because you haven't met me. You don't have like that personal connection to me, but you still appreciate what I do as an artist. And I don't know if there are words that can express the gratitude I have for that.
Dude, mad respect on that answer, man. That was awesome. That's a great response to that. So what platforms could everyone find you on if they want to check out your music or look at merch or whatever?
So we have, I don't know, is my name on this thing or is it not, like the title?
Oh, for a banner?
Right. No, maybe not.
He has Concert Junkies.
Okay. Banner. Okay. So anyways, we have
he took it off for you.
You can find anything, all things Scarlet related at Scarlet Official Band. It's all one word. So that's on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We have a Twitter, and also everything is linked together. So you'll be able to find the merch, and you'll be able to find us on Spotify and the iTunes, the Apple Music. We're on Tidal. I don't use Tidal, but I'm sure somebody does. SoundCloud. Yeah. So we got a lot of different places you can find something to deal with Scarlet. So, and we're going to be coming out with we're doing this on our YouTube page. We've shot like a lot of music videos, but now we're going to kind of change it up a little bit and kind of do like mini skits, kind of do some like MTV kind of stuff, like early 2000s MTV,
like Jackass kind of stuff,
like that kind of stuff, or like Silent Library, that kind of stuff.
Right. That's cool.
I personally want to do, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called Next. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I kind of want to do that just so I could be the guy.
That's great.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
That sounds like fun. That'd be funny as hell.
Yeah. So we shot, we already have an episode and we're going to be releasing that pretty soon here. So keep your eyes out for that one.
Yeah, you know what? Keep the camera rolling at Moose Fest. You never know what you're going to catch and see. You never know.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, dude, Scarlet, thank you so much for making the time to be here with us. This was a very amusing and entertaining interview for me. Just your responses are great, man. That was fucking awesome. Rob, as always, thank you for having me every week.
Thank you for
spoiling
coming.
me, then looking at me like, what the hell? I get it. Again, I would love to interview you in like maybe 8-9 months. Bring you on the Savage page, see how things have gone over the year. Maybe around spring, see how the new release on the second EP has gone.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It should be out by then.
Yeah.
And probably the name change by then will be announced, and we'll probably be, I keep saying probably, we'll probably be signed with this record label that we're, having conversations with. So I look forward to it, and thanks again for having me, to both of you. I really appreciate this, taking the time out of your day. And yeah, I'm a fan.
I'll see you next weekend.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. All right, you take care, Rob. Mad love and respect, man.
I will talk to you later.
All
Have
right.
a great night, guys.
Bye, guys.